Hi my dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a quick little tutorial. I recently made some Dubai chocolate in a reel and I'll put that there. Well, I didn't make it in the reel. That's why we're doing the video, because I had a few comments saying that they would like, a little tutorial on it. So that's what I'm doing now. So we want to take our foam board, preferably something from Dollar Tree that is going to cut easily, and we want to go ahead and make a cut. And it's okay if that backing peels off, because that's what we're going to do anyways. And as a matter of fact, just go in and take that off right now. So here is our piece of chocolate. Now we want that the size of a chocolate bar. So yeah, just gonna cut that some more. And I'm filming this without the AC on. It's really hot, so you're welcome. Okay, so we are gonna cut this in half. So I ever so lightly did the half mark. By the way, there's no lead right there. We're just turning a lead pencil into a scoring tool. So that's where we're going to cut it in half. And then we're going to segment that into halves as well. Right there and right there. Try to make your lines as straight as possible. And then we're going to segment this into threes. So basically one, and a second line will make three. You can take your time on this to get your line straighter. You could probably also do this with a ruler. Just make that indentation. But this is just a quick little tutorial to get you started. So now we're going to cut that in half. So these are our two pieces of chocolate. And then we're going to take our hot glue gun and put a pool of hot glue there. Now, I say a pool, but today I'm going to try to make it a little more textured than I did the other day, because Dubai chocolate is like chunky in the center. Like the consistency of it is kind of a thicker, like a thicker than icing type of filling. And it's not like very liquidy. So yeah. So there is my hot glue. I'm letting it cool a little bit. And then I'm just gonna place the chocolate right there and kind of open it up just a smidge. If you did let your, like I did, I let it cool too much. That's kind of the consistency that I wanted though, like right here. Yeah, I did let it cool too much, so just do what I just did, but when your glue is still hot. So unlike my first one, which I can't find, so I can't show you the example, I texturized the glue with the nozzle of the hot glue gun as it was cooling off. So yeah, you may want to consider doing that. Now we can begin coloring. You can use regular paint if that's all you have, but I have paint markers, so it makes the job a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges first and the bottom with a brown, which you know, if you don't want to do the bottom, you don't have to. No one's gonna know. But since I film a lot, I like to go ahead and do the bottom. Just so, like, if there's a weird angle I need to film at, then, you know, the entire piece looks done. Another reason I like using the paint markers is they dry even faster than acrylic paints. So that makes the project not have to take 1,000 years to complete. This could literally be a quick and easy project for you. So yeah. So I go under the bottom in color first, just so it doesn't have to, I don't have to flip back over on the top part, or I don't have to flip and have the top part. I don't know what I'm saying, so just ignore me. So yeah. And I'm seeing that my line for the third one didn't really come out that well, so I'm gonna go in and score it a little bit more. Like so. And like that. Okay. So yeah, that should do it. And go with as many layers as you need. Now, the filling is green. I'm gonna use 2 color greens. I should have done the bottom first, but it's okay. This is a little silicone little matte thing that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm just gonna blow this. Hot glue can be a relatively slick surface. So unlike the foam, which absorbed the paint, the hot glue kind of just sits on top for a while. So then I have my lighter color marker where I can go in and emphasize some more texture. And the filling of the Dubai chocolate is pistachio, so it's a little bit chunky. I do believe sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you'll be able to see a little of the light brown. And so that's why I'm going in with this, just a little bit of brown. And don't worry, I'll hold that closer to the camera so you can see it. I'm going in with even more of that light green. So yeah. So here's how that is looking so far. Does it look yummy? I've never had Dubai chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. Yum, 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 yum. I like that. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. I like Hershey's Kisses. That's probably like the worst quality chocolate you can get. So now I'm gonna go and draw like a little drizzle design on the top of the chocolate, which that green isn't showing up too well. I did find the one that I made the other day, and I think I took an X-Acto knife and cut this. That's why they're so deep. And then I think, I don't know if I used paint marker for this or if I did paint. I don't remember, but I think I did paint. So that's coming out way more vibrant. So just keep that in mind. But I do prefer the consistency of the pistachio on this one for sure. But I would say, yeah, I even like the segments on this one, how I did 4 rows of 6 or 3, 4 rows of 3, I mean. And you could tell like I took my time and it came out a lot crisper and nicer. La 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 la. I'm just gonna take a stroll. Ooh, a cafe. Maybe they sell Dubai chocolate. I'm feeling that at the moment. Yum. You know I have to get a picture for the gram. The thing I love most about the foam technique is how light it is. It won't weigh your doll's hands down once you're trying to take a picture, and that comes in handy so the doll's not constantly dropping the food. And so yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!